Hi, in this video I'm going to unify the head of this black rhino in the same way that I did the body previously. So, selecting the head of this rhino, I'm going to increase the resolution. And now I have 1 million triangles. Primarily, my goal here is sculpting the secondary forms. In this moment, I'm not going to make the body invisible. I'm just working the head because I would like to see the head with the body and see the proportions if it's right or not. So let's begin. And at the same time, I'm going to decrease a little bit here the depth, something like that. And using my high god clay fill tool, which is a kind of clay that is more smoother. And let's begin this process, right? So I'm going to start here to the horns, this area here. It's just this horn, it's appear like it is like something very hard, like a stone. And I will try to make these transitions here better as I go. Most of the time I will be quiet because this is very simple what I'm doing here. It's just unify and find some more organic and try to make this rhino a little bit more realistic as possible. So this process will be used the clay brush, as you can see here. And when I needed some other effects of different brush I use, but as you can see here, I'm just make my way here at the horns. And this stage, I'm still, it's very important to say that, but I know that I'm talking a lot here, but this stage is not about yet the details, because this is the details I consider the refinement, refinement. This is not the final refinement yet. I'm still find all the volumes and try to merge these structures. Same time I let go this texture behind the brush strokes because this helps to sell the impression that this is a very hard material. And there is some kind of a lot of details. What I mean here is that this one is not, it's far away to the final because there is so many details here. but this stage here that I'm doing here is more about try to unify and find more details here as I go. At the same time, I'm put more material to make this a little bit more rounder and not so to the aspect of a sword, but the thicker part here of this horn is practically at the base. It's not at the tip. The tip. So here is a conjunction, and it's like a layer by layer is made this horn. All around this and make this like striations. And damages. At some point, of course, I'm going to break the symmetry because everything here is symmetrical for now. This is the first pass here to the horn. So I'm going to make the same thing here to the next horn. But before I'm going to unify this part here. And here is more concave, carving a little bit here. And unify all these parts. Now I make the same process with the second horn. And here at the middle, I'm going to make something between the two horns. I'm going to change my brush, but for now I'm going to unify this first. Go around it. In this process, I'm going to first make all the head but the eyes first, because I would like to make the integration to the surround areas of the eyes, and after that I can make all the last part. I'm going to focus my attention to the eye area with some volume around it, because this is where the horns grows. And here I can make this. I would like to treat this base as something that is a convex volume here to make the horns grows from this. There is too much to do yet, but this is just the second stage of this sculpting. So here, from here, I'm going to make this a little bit more, the base, which is more not so thicker as the front horn. And try to make gradually here, put some mass, some clay, and at the same time carving until I have the right forms that I wish. I have to make some adjustments here and put here clay. And more or less this. So I'm going to pay attention to the areas here, to this area around the eyes, but not the eyes yet. So this area here is where is this prominent bony area, and I will make my way here. Here, more or less, I have the transition to the surround areas of the ear. And I have to pay just a little bit patience here and attention. Find this part here. When I talk the refinement, is unify all these parts together. The eyes, as I said, I will let to the last thing. First, I have a lot to do here. I don't care if I have a lot of folds or skins around the eyes. I'm just make my way here first. Now I'm going to make the part of here, this area of the forehead. And this area has a lot of wrinkles. And I'm not anyways, I'm just make this like something that represents these wrinkles, because in the process of put these fine details will be in another video here. It's just to make the unification of all these surround areas. So working here to this bony area around the jaw here. We have a big muscle here, masseter, but I'm just discovering new forms and refine to find the secondary forms here. And this area here, the back of the head, I have to work in when I merge the head to the body, and I have a better mesh to work with. For now, I will let the things as this. I think that this is right. So just try to refinement this part, which is the jaw and the muscles. So this process, I don't have much to say, as I said before, because I'm just using the effect of clay to smoother and put some new forms where before I let this behind. So I'm going to stop here and continue in the next video. Thank you very much.